Hey, what's going on, guys? Sunny here. Hope you guys are all having a majestic day so far. I'm just kidding, guys. What's going on? It's Sunny here. Today we're gonna bring you guys 20 games today because yesterday I didn't upload, as a lot of you guys probably know. But this is my team. Not really much more to it than that. Marshall, Human Sun, Manform Erickson that I packed a couple weeks ago, or like last week. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the videos. So the first kid we come up against for the 11th game, he had a really weird formation, 4-2-3-1 with it's just a super cheap Bundesliga team, honestly. Mark Bartra, Ta, Farman. Farman was amazing in this game, I'll be dead honest. Saved tons and tons of stuff that I obviously cut out, but Raphael didn't do much. Pretty early on he got a red card, about right here, yeah, 25 minutes in he got a red card with Raphael. Center forward, I'm not exactly sure why he would just challenge that. I mean, he's got 4 defenders to back him up if he misses the tackle, but we literally just run through his defense here with Erickson. Pretty easy, to be honest with you guys. Just the low-driven shots, and then he scores a little rebound goal. Honestly, not much I can do about that. I probably could have stepped earlier or something like that, but then Lucas Piszczek gets on the ball and scores this. Don't really agree with it. Can't really do much about it, but this game was really frustrating. He ends up making a really big mistake, and we end up tying the game 2-2 in the 80th minute. If it wasn't for that mistake, then we probably wouldn't have gone to penalties, but went to penalties, and I score, he scores, or I score, he saves. I score, he scores, I score, he scores, and then I end up saving another one right here. So all I gotta do is put it in the back of the net, and he didn't want to skip it as fast. He's probably a lot of pressure put over him, but I take it with Erickson and we net it, so I win that game. So right now we're actually 10-1. This is probably one of the best starts I've ever had to the weekend league, honestly. I'm not sure if it's just the way that I've started to play or something like that, but I'm not sure. But for our 12th game, we come up against Jagielka and Winston Reed. Not very good center back partnership, but he's got 2 fullbacks that love to push up, Hector Bellerin and Alberto Moreno, but he scores a really fortunate goal, honestly. Winston Reed on the near post, and we sub on Giovinco, I think right at the halftime, and immediate impact. The guy is just amazing. I should probably make a freaking video about him. He's so good, if you guys know how to use him. But 3 minutes later, after we scored that, bang, Marshall, far post finish shot with his weak foot, and this kid was basically done after that point. We get one more goal right here with Human Sun. 87 shooting, that should be in the back of the net the whole entire game, and I think he rage quits if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he rage quits. So 11-1, we reach silver 2. Pretty darn good start, and then we come up against this kid. You guys know, if you guys have been around for a couple weeks, Hazard had just torn me apart. I don't know, I just hate Hazard. Whenever I come up against Hazard, I hate him. And then he's got his Jamie Vardy, his Mahrez. I don't know. This is honestly some pretty darn poor defense. I mean, Hazard just has a free goal basically, and then he does a little celebration, and then we come back with this right here. I think we actually, yeah, this is actually a pretty darn lucky goal on David De Gea. So 25 minutes in, scores 1-1, and I think we just take advantage of this kid the rest of the game. Human Sun making them beautiful runs in behind with these low-driven shots are just amazing. And then we get pretty fortunate right here, honestly. David De Gea is just stuck in no man's land on that 180 turn shot, and then we get some nice little passing going on right here. Eric Bailly on the far post. I'm not exactly sure why he's up so far, but yeah, he rage quits, and we are 1 win out of silver 2, so 2 wins closer to silver 1, and come up against this team, pretty cheap Bundesliga team. He's got Kingsley Coman, Bellarabi, Hernandez. Hernandez is amazing if you guys haven't tried out like his inform. His inform is amazing from what I understand. My brother's actually used him, and we end up getting a pretty fortunate rebound here. I wish that just would have went in, because what a freaking shot from Human Sun. But get a nice little goal right here with Dimitri Payet, and I'm not exactly sure what was up with the rage quits, but people were just rage quitting so much. It was, I don't know, I don't mind it, but apparently a lot of the big YouTubers think that it messes up their skill rating, so I don't know. I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not even really an elite player. I haven't even gotten elite yet, but you guys would be surprised on where I end up this weekend league. But come up against a French. Okay, This kid was so annoying, and he got so fortunate to score these goals. And this was just the most annoying game. Like, look at this. On the volley near post, beats a defender and Jack Butland. And, like, what an angle to score from. And then another near post shot. Like, there's no way I was coming back from this 60th minute. And this goal of the game, honestly, just boom, boom, boom. And Giovinco, 3 defenders around him, just running right through their legs. It's amazing. I love the guy. But at this point, I just given up. And he just basically got a free goal. Another near post shot. I don't know. They were OP back in FIFA 15. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't agree with those near post shots anymore. But come up against this kid. He's got the human son. He's got the Zaha, and then he's got Marshall up top. Pretty good formation to rock with. Formation that breaks down my 4-1-2-1-2 narrow basically every single time. But this kid just didn't defend Eriksson at all. Eriksson's hitting side netting right there. Keeper's not even moving. But I definitely could have prevented this. I just wish that my defense would mark more. And that's one problem I have with my defense, as Christian Eriksen just runs through his basically. But one problem that I really have on my defense is that my fullbacks just run up and they basically leave my 2 center backs and my goalkeeper left for dead, 3v2, and I don't know. I don't like it that much. I have the instructions to keep them stay back while attacking, but they just always love to push forward. So not much I could really do about that. But Human Son just dribbling through all of his defenders, and this kid was basically out of the game at this point. 4-1, 76th minute, and he's not coming back out of that. But we get some nice little passing going on. I started to extend my clips and just show you guys like basically how I build up my play and stuff. But I had to include the replay in this one because honestly, that's definitely AIDS right there. I felt bad for that kid at this point. He ends up rage quitting at 5-1. A lot of rage quits this time, but we clinched silver 1 in our 16th game right there, and come up against this kid. He's got his Rakitic, his Suarez, and his Ferreira Carrasco, excuse me. And then he's got his Umtiti. Umtiti's absolutely destroyed me. And then Koscielny and Hector Bellerin, pretty darn good defense, but I get pretty fortunate here. The near post finesse shots. See, those I can agree with, but on the tight angles, I don't know. It's something else when you concede from those. But yeah, this kid, he just sloppy defense, lucky shot, honestly, from Anthony Marshall, 2-0 at 60th minute. About this time is when I start feeling confident that I can win. But he scores one in 72nd minute actually, and then 79th minute rolls around. He scores that load of garbage. Honestly, whatever. I don't really care that much, but honestly, this is some bad defense, guys. Don't take defense tips from me. Emery Chan just sits there and weaves back and forth, and that game, that just made me so angry that I lost that, because I definitely didn't deserve to lose that. But it's whatever. Nothing much I could really do about that. But this kid's got the red Pedro. Daniel Sturridge is amazing. I love him. He's got Chris Smalling, David De Gea, and Eric Bailly. Pretty good center back partnership. And this game was annoying. 6th minute I hit off the post. And then 9th minute I hit off the post. And Eriksson, long shots. 14th minute I hit off the post. So 3 posts in just like the first 15 minutes was absolutely annoying. Game went all the way to extra time, and I finally scored. Human Son's freaking hitting that all day the week, and win that game 1-0. That was a very uncomfortable game, honestly. And then we come up against this kid. This was another super freaking annoying game. He's got all of his red cards and all of his SPCs. Pretty nice team, honestly, but Fernandinho I probably wouldn't place there. Probably put like Emery Chan or something. Surprised he didn't go for that Emery Chan SPC, but Hector Bellerin, perfect counterattack right here. I give it to Human Son. Human Son finishes it. Easy as they like. 87 shooting. Should be in all day of the week. But 25 minutes rolls around. I think that was a deflection, if I'm not mistaken, where the keeper got a hand to it or something like that. But this kid's Rashford tore me apart. I can't handle pace when my defensive AI just doesn't even like to handle it either. But Human Son gets a pretty nice goal right before halftime, and definitely secured the confidence I had. And then we get an over the top through ball. Giovinco's just brilliant finish, honestly, just bottom left, brilliant. This was another game. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, there's a game in here that I win. Oh, and by the way, I did not mean to do that celebration. I did it like, oh yeah, hey, I can hear you raging, but I did not mean to do that, I promise. This kid was very annoying as well. This kid's Musa, and his Hazard up top, and then he's got the Diego Costa and Cam. That Diego Costa card's pretty nice, honestly, but just doesn't have enough pace for me. I like the pacey strikers. A lot of people can't handle pace. Like this right here, terrible tackle when I was controlling Eric Bailly. But we get a pretty nice goal right here, if I'm not mistaken, from a little free kick that I had. Human Sun's netting this all day of the week. Side netting, just perfect shot. 1-1, and then we get a pretty nice counterattack going on right here. Human Sun's botting off his Emery Chan, if I'm not mistaken. Then we pass it to Eriksson across the body. Sweats, and this is the shot that I was talking about with Diego Costa. Pretty nice shot, honestly, outside the boot. Tekker's bottom left corner finish, and he does a little shell celebration, and then I brought on my Giovinco. Giovinco's gets a little deflection, and not much really you can do about the deflections. But this kid's Musa was honestly just so freaking annoying. I remember this game. Like, look at this. Passes the ball to Musa. I'm trying to track back with my Manny Matic because even though I have instructions to set like everybody back, still don't stay back. But once he had beat me right there, I knew that I was done. The AI just pulls right back up, doesn't even defend for me, and then that game finished 4-3. Definitely not a loss that I shouldn't have taken. A loss that I should have taken. Not. Take a lot of just dumb losses, honestly. But we come up against another BPL team. I'm starting to see a ton of BPL teams. They're good. They're just super cheap, super overpowered BPL teams. You could get Human Sun, and he's just so good. Like those driven shots, I've said it 1,000 times. You guys are probably already annoyed, but driven shots are just amazing. And then Marshall, another driven shot. I guess the tip that I could give you guys, just power those shots up to about 3 bars of power and then hurry up and hit circle right after. And those things are low and hard, and they are amazing. But this kid, I think I meant to pass right here, but Anthony Marshall just dribbling through, switched to Eriksson, bottom right-hand corner finish. And I think this kid was over. I skipped the replay, and then he just rage quits after that. So 1 win off goal 3. This is one of my best runs I've ever had for Foot Champions, but come up against another BPL team. What a surprise. It's actually a little hybrid. We mixed with Jordi Alba and Sergio Ramos, but he's got I wasn't very scared of his attack. Aguero's not that good the couple of times that I played with him, but the only goal of the game was just a stupid freaking deflection. And my keeper, I feel like I need to get a new keeper because this weekend league, Jack Butland just didn't even do anything for me. So that game ended 1-0. The kid just went parked the bus right off the bat, could never break it down. And then we come up against 86 Benteke, 84 Shaqiri. I wish I had that card, honestly. And then we come up against Hazard and De Bruyne up in the attack, and then pretty good center back partnerships. Chris Smalling, I don't like him personally, but a lot of people seem to enjoy him. He can always shut me down. But when I had him, he just sat there and scored own goals. But we get a pretty nice finish from Human Sun, power shots, and it was good. This could have definitely been prevented. I should have jumped on his Hazard a lot faster than instead of just like letting him go through and whatever. But you get a pretty nice goal here. Kind of feel bad scoring those kinds in the 88th minute when the kid just doesn't even have a chance to come back. But at the same time, I'm happy that it goes in. So we got goal 3. Then we come up against this full English team. Definitely not a good back line. Honestly, could have like Kyle Walker or something like that. His Harry Kane was very annoying. I remember that. His Harry Kane was very, very annoying. Fast wingers, the Arsenal boys. This is what his Harry Kane did to me. Just some quick passing. Honestly, I don't understand how people can pass so good. Like that right there, that pass probably should have came off. And neither should have that one. I should have jumped on that a lot quicker than I actually let him. But this kid actually defended pretty well. And whenever I come up against just the cheap BPL teams like this, I get kind of scared. Because people they know how to defend pretty well. But I sent that kid for a hot dog twice with his defenders. Giovinco's just running through everybody, and like I said, I'm probably gonna show you guys my team tomorrow that I'm gonna run for this weekend league, because I just need to get a good team that I like to use. Like Giovinco's definitely a player that I like to use. So we take the L there, another dumb L. I came back and I just think to myself when it's 2-3, I'm like, I probably could have prevented like 3 or 4 of that kid's, or all 3 of that kid's goals. But this kid's got a pretty darn expensive BPL team. He's got Koscielny, Smalling, Bellerin, Sturridge, Willian, Alexis Sanchez. Pretty nice looking team, honestly. But these teams I'm not very scared of. I'll show you guys in the episode tomorrow there's a kid with like a super expensive team. I thought he was a pro player. He just absolutely destroyed me. But we win that game 1-0. Pretty uncomfortable lead, honestly. I like to have at least a 2-0 lead to make myself feel comfortable. But he's got a Felipe Coutinho mixed down as center mid. So definitely an odd position to put Felipe Coutinho. But we get pretty fortunate. I honestly hated this field. It was super, super annoying. Sorry if you guys heard that vibration, by the way. I just got one of those calls that were calling me. Super annoying. But oh man, I just look back at this and I'm just like, I beat myself up for these kind of goals that I concede, because the opponent just doesn't even work for them. But sorry, it's freaking people keep calling me. But we get a nice goal by Human Son, and we win that game 2-1. Thankfully, because I definitely should have won that game. But this kid, he's playing Conte at a freaking center attacking mid spot. And then he's got his red Roberto Firmino, red Insigne, and red Kyle Walker. Voice crack, you. But then he's got his informed Yaya Toure. This kid, this was his only opportunity of the game, if I'm not mistaken. He just chips Jack Butland. I wish that they just come off their line so much faster than what they actually do. But from here on out, I absolutely just tore this kid apart. Pretty unlucky from this kid, personally. Nice little cheeky post hit off the post with Anthony Martial. And then honestly, Anthony Martial is definitely underrated. Dude should have like an 86 rated card for what he does against people. And then I think I switched to defensive right here on accident because I was trying to like put pressure. But near post shots like that go in are just so annoying. 2-2 right after halftime, and I literally just run through this kid's defense with Anthony Martial. Another cheeky post hit, and yeah, I think this game actually ends up going to overtime, or let's see. Okay, so that was a deflection, and then let's see. Yeah, he gets. Oh no, I lost this game. Oh my gosh, I don't understand how this kid was passing, but that game ended 4-3. Honestly, the most annoying goals conceded. Honestly, guys, just don't concede dumb goals. You could be an elite player. I'm trying to sneak in goal 2 right now, right before the 30th game, but this kid comes up against me with a super cheap. I guess it's not very cheap. It's pretty cheap though. He's got his Modric and his Rakitic, and honestly, super bad defensive mistake. But Jack Butland just boom right off his head, doesn't even realize it, and freaking Bakambu gets his dumb little volley. 23 minutes in, it scores 1-1, and I don't know. Just 2 defensive mistakes that are just the dumbest mistakes, honestly. Those near post shots, you guys already know I don't agree with that. Honestly, a lot of things that could have been prevented, but this kid was defending pretty well. And then Bakambu's just running. Jack Butland gets a solid hand to that, and I don't know, I was just fed up. You guys could probably tell. 4-1, I don't know. I just don't have really a motivation to defend after that happens. So, still 1 win off of goal 2. 29th match comes up, and he's got the SBC Sterling and the SBC Hazard and his dumb little moose up top. He's got the center back Espilicueta. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that card. He's got his left back Jordi Alba. I kind of like that little hybrid mix right there. Hybrid league mix, but let's see. So I defend pretty darn poorly, and then his Coutinho on the volley with his left foot, just I don't know. The Sterling, see the AI right there pushed up and left basically my whole entire back line left for dead, and that's one thing that I don't agree with. Just super easy goals like that. Then we lose that one 2-0, and as we head into the 30th game, come up against a 4-3-1-2. Sorry if this game is just like this commentary is just super drug on, because it's like 20 minutes long. It's kind of hard to talk for that long, but come up against another BPL team. He's got the Sergio Aguero and Wayne Rooney. I'm trying to track back with Matic, and look at that stupid AI just lets him go right through, but he takes me out right there. I go for a cheeky little nutmeg on Human Son, and then boom, bottom right corner, and so much better than Aguero. And then this kid, I think he just barely got a yellow card, and then he gets another one just like literally back to back. So after that, the game was pretty much opened up for me, his whole entire back line. And we dab on him, and then another goal from Anthony Martial, if I'm not mistaken. Just, oh yeah, cheeky little back freak, or little drag back and behind the foot. And then I think he rage quits at this point. Yeah, I skip 3-1 and he rage quits. So we barely snuck into goal 2 right there. We got 21 wins and 9 losses at this point. And honestly, guys, tell me what you guys think down below. Do you think I can get elite? I mean, I have enough games left. I only need to win 8 matches to get elite, so that means I can only have room for 2 losses. So tell me where you guys are at in the weekend league, if you guys have even made it to this far. I really would like to know. Tell me what I should do with my team. Tell me what your predictions for my standings are, and I guess that'll wrap up the video. If you guys did enjoy this long commentary, sorry I couldn't upload yesterday. I actually just didn't even feel like it. I just it was basically Boxing Day. I was tired and I just want to spend time with my family. So if you guys did enjoy, just drop a like and comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.